First and foremost, I like to give all honors, praises, glories, greetings, thanksgiving, salutations, respects to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakara, Wakakwadash. Yahweh, He is, He has been, He will be. Yahweh, He is existence itself. Yahweh, He is existence. Lord God, the Creator, the Most High. Yahweh Yahuwah higher Yuhu Yahu will not attain you existence praying and invoking. 2. Titles, words, noun, verbs in any language, especially the English, or pronunciations of the proper name of the power entity deity of the Hebrew Bible and his only begotten Son in other languages, especially English. Even if you are speaking Hebrew, it must be the ancient Paleo form, dialect, to pray and invoke to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, He is salvation, He is deliverance, He is help, He is succor. Yahweh Shai, He is liberty, He is victory, forms, types of salvation. Yahweh Shai, He saves. Only the true Hebrew Israelites of the 212 tribes are so-called dark black browns, peoples of the world, so-called African Americans brought over in the West Atlantis slave trade, so-called Aboriginal, original Native Americans, so-called Hispanic, Latino from North South America dispersed all over the world, but whose original homestead is Israel, Jerusalem, Canaan, Levant, Yahweh Shai, Christ the Messiah, the Anointed, the Savior, and Jesus, Jesus, Ishia, Yeshua, Yehoshua will not attain you salvation. Prayed and invoked to ancient Paleo Hebrew only acceptable form, language, dialect to pray and invoke to the power and to the deity, the Hebrew Bible, His only begotten Son. Shalom to the double peace, honor, salutation to the elders of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, Ramalagobar, Rakal, Walk, top men, leaders, past, present, future, head, apostle, prophets. Predestinated for everything when Yahushua breaks through the clouds and identified flying object, Israel's flying objects, and bring salvation through destruction. Shalom to Laki, Metal Highways and Byways, internet information, superhighway, pushing the truth and sincerity of the four corners of Brother Sharoth. Before missiles hit Babylon, the great mystery, Babylon, America's going to be set on fire and every asshole in it, along with Israel and all those Israelis. During World War III, which has just started off, literally has been in the beginning stages for years, decades, but is now physically, literally being shown. And now everyone's starting to shut the fuck up. Still haven't completely shut it the fuck up, especially those of the circumcision who are still going, wee. But y'all all shut the fuck up here in a second. Again, World War III, brought to you by Russia from the land of Russia with intercontinental ballistic missiles against, and the world against Israel and America. All before the implementation of before the implementation of the temptation, after the implementation of the temptation of the RFID chip Neuralink is marked the beast. Take it and you are fucked. Especially if you're a woman, especially if you're a child, whom the world annually calls God. Don't give a fuck about you people. So and thus, quick hit, war, war. The end of Esau Edom's kingdom, so-called red, white man, European, Caucasian, regardless of ethnicity. Just because Russia's gonna fuck the shit up out of America, don't mean it's next. All white races will go into slavery or death. All races who are not Hebrew Israelites will go into slavery. Revelations 18:3, and make sure that Babylon the Great Mystery Babylon is America. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants' money of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Only for white people, because the rest of you asshole nations, peoples, are living in shit and squander, but you're still loving to death the white man. Still talking praises about America in all of its forms: military, medical, medicinal, financial, economical. Yet you're all poor. It shows you how much power the white man has over you children. And I'm talking about the goddamn circumcision. Revelations 18:3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants' money of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. Revelations 18:11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more, because America will be set on fire. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. Revelations 18:15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Revelations 18:15. All in the King James Version. The merchants' money of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. America's going to be set on fire and every asshole in it. Revelations 18:23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Russia is going to set America on fire. Russia is going to win. So and thus, continuing on, let's see how far I get with 3 verses in 2 different versions. New Living Translation and Amplified Version. All again talk about Mystery Babylon, Babylon the Great, America, which will be set on fire and every asshole in it. At least you're hopefully like true Hebrew Israelite, genetic and then spiritual. You ain't got a chance in hell. America's hell. Isaiah 21:9, New Living Translation. Now at last, look. Here comes a man in a chariot with a pair of horses. Then the watchman said, Babylon is fallen, fallen. All the idols of Babylon lie broken on the ground. This happened back in the day when literally everyone jumped on Babylon because it was fucking around with too many people and fucked it up. Clearly, Assyria came out of it, so it was a big ass army that Assyria, the next bully in line, had amassed. But like Assyria, Babylon was ganged up on by every country that it was fucking. Let the weak say, I am strong, and let the least of the flock draw them out. Now, at last, look, here comes a man in a chariot with a pair of horses representing the true, hopefully elect prophets, apostles of Yahweh. Yahushai. Then the watchman said, Babylon, America is fallen, fallen. All the idols of Babylon, America, lie broken on the ground. In the Amplified Version, now look, here comes a troop of riders, horsemen in pairs. And one said, Fallen, fallen is Babylon, America, and all the carved images of her gods are shattered on the ground. Now look, here comes a troop of riders, horsemen in pairs, and one said, Fallen, fallen is America, and all the carved images of her gods are shattered on the ground. America is going to be set on fire. Jeremiah 51:8 in the New Living Translation. But suddenly Babylon, America, too has fallen. Weep for her, give her medicine, perhaps she can yet be healed. And this is Yahweh or Yahushua through Jeremiah making fun of a person they just destroyed. Pretty much saying, after the person is dead, get up and keep fighting me, you asshole. But they can't because they're dead. So, when it says, but suddenly Babylon too has fallen, weep for her, give her medicine, perhaps she can yet be healed, he's cracking a joke because Babylon cannot be healed. So, pretty much adding insult to injury, which is righteous. Again, Amplified Version, Jeremiah 51, verse 8. Babylon, America, has suddenly fallen and is shattered. Wail for her if you care to. Give balm for her incurable pain. It even says it in the Amplified Version to let it be known that he's making a joke. Because if someone can be cured, then they are not incurable. Perhaps she may be healed. Again, a joke. After the righteous man destroys the wicked man, the righteous man will joke and laugh about it, just like the piece of shit wicked man would joke and laugh about someone he innocently deleted. The true man, hopefully righteous, 144,000 male man, after Yahushua rises to the prey and gives a supernatural, metaphorical, supernatural powers, will also do the same thing, destroy you assholes and laugh about it. Revelations 14:8 in the New Living Translation. Then another angel followed him through the sky, shouting, Babylon, America, is fallen. That great city is fallen, because she made all the nations of the world drink the wine of her passionate immorality. Money! And if you don't think that's right, especially you goddamn white Christians in general, because y'all worship the white man and money. Literally, I think y'all worship money more than the white man. It just how happens that the white man is in charge of money, has money, represents money. Then another angel followed him through the sky, shouting, America is fallen. The great city is fallen because she made all the nations of the world drink the wine of her passionate immorality. Revelations 14:8 in the Amplified Version. Then another angel, a second one, followed, saying, Fallen, fallen is Babylon, America the Great. She who has made all nations drink the wine of the passion of her immorality, corrupting them with idolatry. Money. Again, Revelations 14:8 in the Amplified Version. Then another angel, a second one, followed, saying, Fallen, fallen is America the Great, who has made all nations drink of the passion of her immortality, corrupting them with idolatry. Money. Then last but not least, Revelations 18:2, but first in the New Living Translation, then in the Amplified Version, he gave a mighty shout. Babylon, America is fallen. That great city is fallen. She has become a home for demons. She is a hideout for every foul spirit, and a hideout for every foul vulture, and every foul and dreadful animal. Both literal animals and metaphysical, metaphorical, extra interdimensional, like it says, demons, animals. He gave a mighty shout. America is fallen. That great city is fallen. She has become a home for demons. She is a hideout for every foul spirit, a hideout for every foul vulture, and every foul and dreadful animal. And again in the Amplified Version, and once again, the point for this video was America is going to be set on fire and every asshole in it. Revelations 18:2, and he shouted with a mighty voice, saying, Fallen, fallen, certainly to be destroyed, is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place for demons, a dungeon haunted by every unclean spirit, and a prison for every unclean and loathsome bird. Again, literal animals and interdimensional beings. And he shouted with a mighty voice, saying, Fallen, fallen, certainly to be destroyed, is America the Great. She has become a dwelling place for demons, a dungeon haunted by every unclean spirit, and a prison for every unclean and loathsome bird, which is now, right now, and soon to be 100% in the future. So right now, America, Babylon the Great, is housing demons, beasts, unclean animals, and we call those human fucking beings. And when the bombs go off and America is completely annihilated, through the fire, with the fire, after the fire, there will be animals that we may or may not know of right now, and interdimensional devil being spirits. So America will be set on fire and every asshole in it. And then during, before, and after, the only things that will exist will be creatures, not human beings, that are all fucked up. Pretty much a nightmare. So in this, running out of time, but I hope you get the point, fellow brethren. Babylon is going to be set on fire. And fellow assholes, Babylon is going to be set on fire. It just depends on where you're at when it's on fire. Until then, shalom, shalom.